Hi everyone, welcome to Junk Journaling Barbie. My name is Barb, aka Barbie. Today and hashtag ABC April 2025, I'm going to be doing vintage faux cello tape. So the C is the cello and cello tape. I've wanted to do this for my journaling for a while and my scrapbooking and my card making because I love the look of it. I see a lot of people using alcohol inks for it and they're gorgeous. I think they're just perfect the way they are, like with the alcohol ink. Unfortunately, I only have bright colors that I got at my Michaels and now they don't carry it anymore. So I know there's a lot of Michaels that have the newer ones out, I think, or unless they're just spray inks, I don't know. But I found a perfect way for me to do it without needing to purchase anything more, because Lord knows we all have enough stuff around to make do with what we've got. So I'm using alcohol markers. Yep, alcohol markers. I tried it out this afternoon. I sat there for 3 hours and played around and swatched them out, and I said I need to share this with everybody. So my C was going to be clusters, but all of a sudden I'm like, nope, now it's cello tape. This was so much fun. So I will show you my results and then I will show you a little bit of how to do it. So I just already put my clear scotch tape already on in long strips and medium, and then on the back I put shorter strips. But I also tried it with the matte tape, scotch tape, and it came out really pretty as well. It just toned down the brightness of the color if you wanted to use a brighter color, and it also kind of gave a washy vibe also, I found. So up to you. Do both, do one, do the other. You can use alcohol sprays, or like it's just alcohol in the spray bottle, or a one you could pour on if you like that look. I did it myself because as you're putting layers on, the alcohol's going to react to itself and it makes beautiful patterns in it. You could also use like a dauber to use the alcohol ink and smush that around as well if you like. So first I will put this aside and I'll show you the results I've gotten today. So the first side I had a few different kinds of markers. So here's my first swatch. This Simplia, let's see if I can find one here. Anyway, that's just another brand of alcohol markers, regular alcohol markers. Oh, here it is. The Simplia, or Simplio, yeah, is this one. I only have one, and that's the color. And then I have 3 of these alcohol art markers. So the top 3 are this kind of marker, and the rest are all these Bellizia Supreme or Bellizia Supreme markers. They're all alcohol ink markers. They're just from different sets that I own, swatched, loved, and that's why I kept them all. Okay, so that's the result there, and this is only one layer of each kind. And do you see the dots that are here? Those dots, I will bring it closer to you. Those dots that are in there are just from dabbing the alcohol markers after you do the first layer, just dabbing them on. I'll show you how to do that after. So it's basically dabbing it on and it does this beautiful design. And okay, and on the back, this looks messy, but this, I learned a lot from this. The top 2 are the Bellizia again colors. Then I tried some Bombay ink. So you'll see the, I better keep it by the light. This is Bombay ink I tried. This is archival ink from Ranger, Tim Holtz Ranger and Ranger potting soil. This is Dandelion alcohol ink, actually just from the bottle of the yellow that I had. And then this is another color of alcohol inks that I have. You can see how bright they are. That wasn't doing it for me. That's why I didn't care to do it. Then I thought, I've heard Sharpies are also alcohol markers, but they don't react the same. So I'm not sure if they are or not, but they did not react to alcohol at all. So I just scratched that off and scratched that idea out of the video. And here's some more colors. I decided to do bright colors as well, depending what you want to go for. And here's some more on the other side. So I think just for having all these colors, you can go from neutrals to seasonal to birthdays, whatever you desire. Okay, so now let's get on to just doing a couple. And I'm just going to do like 2 or 3 just to show you what they're like. So let's try, I'm just going to pick up random ones. This one is number 92 from the Belize. I'm hoping this light's not too bright on here, too shiny. I've put a new light up and I'm not too sure if it's going to be too bright. Okay, so I just take the broad end and then I just basically just color across the strip of the tape. Now, when you take the tape off, you can leave it up a little bit so you could peel it off easier later, but I have tweezers and I've got nails that I can pull it up, so I'm not worried. Okay, so there's the first layer. I don't even let it dry, and I just go around and I just tap with my marker a few spots, and then you're gonna see, oh, maybe that light is too bright. I'm gonna turn that light off because I find it's glaring. That better? You have to let me know if you find it better without the light or with the light on shining down. So there's with the little dabs on there. And so this was marker number 92. Let's do a fun one. 87. So I'll do the 87 on this one. So yeah, you just basically color. You could use like removal or like when you go lines as well, more and more lines while it's wet. I don't even know if it has to be still wet. I just, in a rush when I'm doing it, I just do it real quick. It separates, just like if you're adding alcohol, and then you could leave your dabs. Don't mind the dog, he's playing right by my feet. And then it starts separating. I don't know if that's the technical term for it, but it does start doing something. And this one's number 41. It's called Olive Green. I didn't realize they had names, so let's do one of the short ones on the other side. They're very fast to dry. And as I was going to say, you can use lift ink if you wanted to put a design in this as well. You can take your little tiny a tiny stamp and do some lift ink as well. I never tried it though. And what I plan to do is pull these off and even cut them in half. Because way back when, I had seen quite a few pictures and people, I don't know if they were savoring the tape or if it just ripped off easily, but it was very thin. It wasn't as thick as the tape is these days. So yeah, so I just wanted to show you that you can do something like this and figure something out for yourself that you might not have the right thing for it, but you make it work with what you've got. And I myself will be probably mostly using these neutrals, honestly. These will probably be what I use most. And I might use red and green at Christmas, or on birthday cards I'll use some different colors, but I think for the most part I will use neutrals And I have probably about 3 favorite colors. Number 95. I love 102, which is kind of a green color. And then I love this butterscotch color, number 126, from these alcohol art markers, which I got off Amazon. Actually, these are all off Amazon. So I got them at my local bin store for cheaper than Amazon prices. But okay. You can also use like thicker tapes, thinner tapes, whichever you choose. You can use Mac Tack. I don't know, the thing you can laminate things with without a laminator. I don't know what anybody else calls it. I always called it Mac Tack. So there's so many different ways. Clear labels this would work for that you could use. You could even do maybe the inside of a laminator, laminate it and then cut it into pieces and then glue it into your book, or I don't know how you would do that, but just thinking of different ways. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. And letter C is under wraps. And tomorrow is the letter D. What is everybody doing for the letter D tomorrow? I'm so excited to find out. Have a great night, everyone. Take care. Bye for now.